Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to have a look at a really inexpensive solid body guitar that I've gotten on Amazon, and in fact at the time of purchase it was the cheapest solid body electric guitar that I could find on Amazon. That might be changed by now. This was about a week ago that I bought it. The guitar fluctuates in price. When I grabbed it, it was $90. You'll see it anywhere from $90 to $105 depending on when you check. So don't be upset if you go and it's a little more expensive, but you might get lucky and find it a little bit cheaper too. Now the guitar in question is the Monoprice Indio Telecaster copy. So this is a Telecaster style guitar, and they say it comes with a basswood body, a maple fretboard. It's got medium-ish size frets, and all the rest of the hardware is pretty much generic. So let's have a look at it, and we'll see if this thing is any good or something that I would recommend for the price point. Okay, so we have the guitar down on the table now, and let's have a look at it. The strings feel like 10 gauge, so probably 10 to 46. It's got your basic lipstick pickup and your single coil that you'd expect from a stock Telecaster. Cheaper hardware, cheaper pickups. The selection knob is pretty fluid. I like that. Feels nice. Monoprice claims that this is a basswood body with a maple neck, and they say a rosewood fingerboard, but I think we know that's not true. And the frets are kind of medium feeling. Here you go, you've got your neck. Claims to be a satin finish neck. It does feel really good. It feels a lot better than a lot of necks on cheaper guitars that I've played in the past. And as you can see, the finish is wonderful. It looks great. It's a really beautiful blue color, and I don't see any imperfections whatsoever. So let's see if we can figure out how this guitar plays, and I think that'll tell us quite a bit about whether or not this is a good purchase. Okay, the fret ends are a little rough. It's not that bad, but you would want to file them down if you could. You could either take a sanding block and file the edges down, or get you a luthier's kit, like a fret filer and all that stuff. But the sanding brick does a really good job. You just kind of run it down the side until the frets feel smooth. The frets all seem to be leveled, and the guitar came set up really well. The action's a little bit higher than I'm used to, but that's okay. It's still really good, and it came with a pretty good setup. And that's not often something that you experience with a cheaper instrument, so hats off to Monoprice for their Indio guitars. Now, one thing I would say that you need to do, and we're going to do that in a future episode, is you're going to want to upgrade the pickups. This bridge pickup, this single coil, is very, very muddy. It doesn't have that sheen that you're used to hearing in a Telecaster like that. That trebly twang. It just doesn't have it. It's very muddy. But I do have a really cheap hot rail that I've ordered that's supposed to be pretty good. And we're going to have an episode about upgrading this guitar with new pickups and see if that makes a difference. So would I recommend this guitar to anyone at the price point? Well, I paid $90 for it, and what I can see now is that they're about $100 to $102. They do fluctuate in price, so if you go check one out, don't be surprised if it's $10 less or $10 more. That's just kind of comes with the territory with these cheaper guitars. So for that price point, I would recommend it to someone who's just starting out. Or if you're an intermediate player and just want something to pluck around with in the living room while you're watching TV, or you want to take this as a backup guitar for your gigs, I think it would make a great backup guitar. I wouldn't have any problems gigging with this guitar provided that you upgrade the pickups. From what I could see, that's really honestly the only thing that needs to be upgraded. The tuners are just fine for generic tuners. The nut is fine. You know, the electronics, they're cheap, but they do the job. There's nothing wrong with them. Just get those pickups upgraded and you've got yourself a pretty solid guitar. That's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. We'll be back soon to do some pickup upgrades and some more guitar reviews. So be sure to check us out then. Feel free to hit like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and you'll be notified when we have new content. So thank you for watching.